I own the rights to the music that's playing in the background. That is that of Kent Osborne. He is right here on Facebook. So that music that you're hearing right now is that of Kent Osborne. Well, now that is my intro. But the music you was hearing was that of Kent Osborne. He's giving me permission to play his music. If you want to go over and follow him, you can go over to Facebook, LinkedIn, any of the social media outlets and check him out. Again, his name is Kent Osborne. He is the CEO of Prison to Power Ministries and P.O.W.E.R. I'm telling you, he has some amazing testimony. So you should go over, check him out, and see how God gave him a second chance. The talent that we have. But good morning. Come on in. I'm about to share this with someone in your circle of influence. Again, I do not own the right to the music playing in the background, but I have the right to play the music. What you are hearing is that none other than Dr. Apostle Tamala Luther. I tell you, when I asked her to do this, it was at the drop of a dime, and she did not hesitate. So I thank her. I give her honor. And if you know somebody that produced music, she is looking for somebody to put some of this music she got in the air. So if you are out there and want to sow a seed, she is definitely here. God gave it to us. And we don't want to bury it. Come on in. So we come on in. To show the world we're walking in purpose. Yeah. We're walking in purpose. Yeah. Walking with Well, good morning. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Monday Morning Motivation, your half hour of power with the Queen, of course. I'm always excited to be right here in the midst. I thank God for this opportunity to be able to share and to be able to come on here and utilize this platform as an outlet of expression. So I want to thank you guys that tune in to Monday Morning Motivation. None of this would be possible without you guys. I tell you, 3 years we've been doing this, a little over 3 years, because we celebrated 3 years in January, y'all, and it is now August. I have to give a special shout out to my big sister, Annette Martin. She's down in New Orleans celebrating her birthday, along with my cousin whose birthday is tomorrow. I have to give a shout out to my brother whose birthday was on yesterday. Yeah, y'all, we got him back. My uncle, if he was living, his birthday would be on the 9th. I'm telling you, y'all, some of my very special people's birthday are this week, and I tell you, I'm happy for them, and I celebrate with them. But special shout out to my sister on today. And if you're on social media, you're on Facebook, y'all, I got a post going. I want y'all to stop by and show her some love. She truly, truly would appreciate. She's not hard to please. But just show her some love. It only takes a second, y'all. But this morning, y'all, there's a couple of things that I want to do to hopefully encourage you guys, to motivate you guys, to get you guys up and going. Of course, I have a special guest that's going to be stopping by and sharing with you guys a little later on. But right now, y'all know that on last week we dropped book number 2 of the Silently Hurting Inside, Hurt No More series, which consists of 3 books. The first book was Finding Forgiveness. And for those that are watching live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, I'm going to be showing you a picture of this book. This is book number 1, Silently Hurting Inside. There's 15 amazing individuals that decided to share inside of this book, y'all. We're bringing awareness to mental health and the mental health issues. We're talking about suicide, depression, domestic violence, anything that has caused us to hurt inside, anything that we no longer wanted to hurt in silence about. That's what we talked about in the style of poetry, y'all. Of course, April was Poetry Awareness Month, so y'all know I like to utilize these months and bring awareness to things that are affecting our communities. Second book, for those that are tuned in, Silently Hurt Inside, Hurt No More, Finding Hope. And when he gave me that word, he broke it down. The H stands for hindrance. The O stands for overcoming. The P stands for purpose on purpose. And the E stands for evolving eternally. So, y'all, I tell you, when he dropped that thing in my spirit, I had to share it with some people because, y'all, sometimes we get so caught up in what Webster and all these other people have defined words as, and sometimes it just don't just mean that one thing that they done told us. Sometimes it's got to be broken down and it's got to be given to us on a spiritual level because some of us truly, we are operating in the spirit. We know we have grasped the fact that we are spiritual beings, that we just passing through in these fleshly bodies, and we're trying to stay on course. So, y'all, wanted to share these things with you guys, and just a shout out to all those that participated in these amazing anthologies. They all hit #1 releases, so they were all #1 releases, so shout out to them. Our book #2, it made #1 in faith and spirituality category. It made #2 in poetry anthologies. But, y'all, we made #1 new release. Anytime you can make anything #1 with Amazon, it is an accomplishment. It is a success. So shout out to all of those that participated in these anthologies. I tell you, every time I can get one of those accolades right there are great accolades. It can outweigh a lot of the ones that I have received because guess what? A lot of people get to wear this accolade with me. I don't wear it by myself, and that's one thing about me that you will learn on this journey. If you stay with me long enough, you will find out that it's not about me, but it's about those that are connected to me. I truly believe in being that helpmate one to another, y'all. That's what it's all about. That's what I truly believe that I'm placed here for, to serve, to uplift, to encourage, to educate, to empower. Y'all, I tell you, I move in the E3 experience. I move in the L3 movement, y'all. Those are some things that I'm passionate about. Those are things that God dropped in my spirit, and I just be wanting to share them with everybody. I just be wanting everybody to know that, hey, you're never too old to learn. You never stop learning because guess what? This world is forever evolving. And then you have to move in love. You have to move in love. And if you do both of those things, you will be a great leader. And you will have many that will want to follow you. I'm telling you, if you're always willing to learn and not always thinking that you have to be in control, you will always have someone willing to follow you and to help mold them into that great leader that God has called them to be. So, y'all, that's just my words of wisdom on this morning. Of course, I have a guest, and I want to see what my guests have to say on this morning, y'all. Y'all know every chance I get, if you're out there, if you are a coach, if you're a life coach, a business coach, whatever type of coach you are, if you're out there educating, empowering, encouraging somebody else to go to the next level, to thrive, to pull that's on the inside of them, up out of them, if you're tapping into their gifts and their talents and you want the world to know, please come on, share your brand, give people an opportunity to connect with you because guess what? Everybody that's tuned into my platform, they may not be here to get the message that I have. They may be here to get your message, and if you never show up, they may not get that message. So guess what? Hey, that's what collaboration, networking, partner is all about, y'all. It's time to stop being self-centered, self-motivated, whatever it is. It's time to stop being selfish and thinking about yourself and think about others because I'm telling you, that's a scripture. And I think it's over in Ephesians. Y'all know I ain't no Bible scholar, but let me tell you something. I know it's in the Word because I've seen it over there. I don't read the Bible 2 and 3, 4 and 5 times, but don't mean that I know it all. But guess what? I know it's in there, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to paraphrase for you what it say. It say, don't always look on your things, but also look on the things of others, y'all. So that means think about your brother sometimes. Think about your sister sometimes. Think about that person that you don't know sometimes instead of always thinking about yourself. So, hey, I just wanted to throw that out there. Just wanted to encourage somebody on this morning. If you have not tuned in to the Crew Podcast, y'all, I want to encourage you guys to tune in to the Crew Podcast because we have some amazing hosts over there, a part of that amazing network. If you have not checked us out, we're on most major podcast platforms. We're on Speaker.com, Google Podcasts. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Spotify. We're on U42. We're on YouTube, LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're on so many platforms. Just Google us. Google the Crew Podcast. If you go to LINKTREE.com/the Crew Podcast 23, you can just scroll down and see all of the amazing hosts. You can see all of the amazing platforms that we are a part of. I'm telling you, y'all, we're making our mark as a new podcast network and media outlet. We are definitely making our mark. I tell you, since February, God has truly blown my mind and have blown some of these hosts' mind because a lot of them didn't think that they could do it. But when I tell you they are doing it and doing it well, I tell you I am excited about what God is doing for them. And just as he did it for them, guess what? He'll do it for you. So, y'all, I'm going to challenge y'all. This is Black Minority Business Month. So guess what? We're going to be showcasing these businesses. If you have a business, we want to shout you out. So if you thought about going into business, stay tuned. We have some people that can help you out. I'm telling you, some powerful individuals in the midst, but you just got to tap into them. But if you don't know who they are, you can't tap into them. So that's why I'm telling everybody, stay visible, stay before your people so people know who you are. There's no time to be in the background and moving in silence. I hear a lot of people talking about moving in silence because they don't want people stealing their stuff. But guess what? If you know who in your circle and if you have people in your circle that support the things that you do, you don't have to worry about moving in silence because guess what? They're going to be lifting you up. They're going to be supporting you, and they're going to be encouraging you to stay on your journey while you do the same for them. And that's what it's all about. That's what a circle is about. That's what a family is about. That is what true collaboration, true networking, true partnership is all about. So, y'all, I'm going to move out the way because we got about 18 more minutes to allow this amazing individual to come on and share on this morning. Y'all, he's going to encourage you. And, again, every opportunity I get for someone to come on and encourage you, I'm going to do that. So, y'all, I'm going to move out my way and see if my guest is on. Guest, are you there? How are you this morning? I'm doing great. You're going to have to speak up just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Already. Go ahead and start?
Yes, you can go ahead. If you just tell everybody just a little bit about yourself, tell them who you are, and go ahead and encourage them, inspire them, uplift them, whatever you want to do to motivate them on this magnificent Monday.
Already. First off, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be on this platform. My name is Andrew P.O.W.E.R. I've been incarcerated tonight. I'm on the John B. Conley unit right now. But in 2012, I became a Christian, and I gave my life to Christ. I want to talk to you guys today about opposition. Opposition. Every day I get up, I like to set some goals for myself. The 5 that usually remain, I want to always save a life. You can save a life in many ways. Sometimes it's just prayer. Sometimes it's medical intervention. Sometimes you can talk to a person. The next goal I always have set up is to encourage somebody, some form or fashion. The next one is to help somebody in some form or fashion. It doesn't even matter how I help. It could be a math problem, whatever it is. I just want to help somebody. And my 4th one, I like to offer a smile to any and everybody that I come across. Sometimes that just makes people's days just light up. And the last one, I want to listen to someone. I don't know what they have to tell me. It might be something important for me, or it might just be my vision. You always have to have a vision, especially during business, in business, and in life. A vision of the future equates to a discernible and desirable future. It's one that lights up the whole action of everything that's present, and it leads to those actions. It's a long-term foundation. You need a good vision. A good vision is important in life, in every relationship that you have, and especially in business. I can't reiterate that enough. You equip that vision with positive thinking. That's positive thinking now. That's how you remain in a good state of opinion about something. This is day to day, every day. It takes a lot of power. All the while that you're staying in a positive mindset, you have to have understanding. It'll come to you. This understanding comes with being able to identify things that are in opposition to your goals. Now, when I say that, I'm saying whatever your vision is, you have to be aware of the opposition that are in your vision, things that will come in your way, things or people that might not want you to succeed. See, today's Motivational Monday, and see, I'm very practical. And in reality, when you really pay attention, anytime you're trying to attain a goal, anytime you're trying to do something positive, there's always going to be some hardships. There's always going to be some struggles there. And of course, opposition. Sometimes in slang we call them haters. I know it's cliche, but a lot of people encounter these haters. These are people who just dislike them. Maybe their ideas, maybe their ethnicity, maybe their own personal likes or preferences. These are people who wish ill will. People who want you to fail. People who wish you would fail or wish for things to remain the same. You pay attention, history is really full of examples, a whole lot of examples, from continent to continent, past to present. People in opposition, people come in opposition to your ideas, to the way you think, to the way you act. It's a natural phenomenon, though. Sometimes that opposition is indirect. Other times it's direct. It's a common and natural occurrence to the human condition. It's something that we have to pay attention to. It's something that we have to deal with and endure through. In fact, if you really pay attention, haters have ousted a lot of people. Sometimes they've won. Sometimes we don't even know that they are haters, but there are opposition. I'm not getting into any particulars, or I'm not calling anybody out or anything like that. I'm not even trying to preach. I'm just trying to tell you guys. I'm here to motivate you. I want to put something on your hearts and minds. I want to help you in your journey towards positivity and success. I'm here to show you how to turn a liability into an advantage. See, we can capitalize off of our haters. We can capitalize off of people who oppose us. We can understand why they do what they do. We can also understand why we should continue doing what we're doing, as long as it's possible. See, if we keep on, we can get forward and forward and upwards to whatever our goal is. I always tell everybody that I'm not going to preach. I heard you preach earlier, and it sounded wonderful. It made me happy. But I think you quoted from that we're not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. See, when you pay attention to that scripture, it's really talking about something spiritual, talking about things that we can't really see. I won't get too deeply into that, but I will say that if we have the Holy Spirit, if we have angels amongst us, if we have good things amongst us, the opposite has to exist. We know that the devil is a liar, and we know that the devil is real. But have faith, though. You see, it's not that we do not get to choose only what we will do about it. Again, I'm not calling anybody that you've ever encountered a devil or a demon or something wild or wicked. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying people are often moved by positivity, similarly as they are moved by negativity. You see, before my conversion, I was walking around in negativity and ignorance. And if I'm honest with myself, well, I was a hater. I envied others. I was jealous of others and their success. You see, others around me, they actually encouraged me to continue on in my ignorance and negativity. Oh, man. Beautiful day. I got converted to Christ. And you know what happened? It tells us that even Christ suffered from these things. But I encountered a lot of people who said I couldn't change, people who said I wouldn't change, people who said I was faking my faith. They said I couldn't, I shouldn't, I wouldn't succeed. They sabotaged me. They spoke negatively of me. They spoke negativity on me. They spoke harshly to me, even to the point of attempting to get me to react in a way that would prevent any further success. Some of these guys even physically stood in my way with violence. Anything they could use, any little snippet of information about me. I was told I was not worthy. I was told I was not worthy. People I loved, still love, just cannot comprehend success in my hands, success in my life. You know, this only spurred me on. See, because right then I realized the truth of naysayers and haters. See, people can become upset when you succeed or are about to succeed because they can see something that we can't see yet. They know exactly what we're doing, and they know that they should be doing it. You see, opposition is necessary to the honing of one's faith. Without opposition, well, we stay stagnant. We stay doing the same old thing. You see, opposition is like compound interest upon our visions and our goals. They get all the extra little kinks and things out of there. The things that don't work, they take it away. See, without opposition, my faith would have never been enhanced. My patience would have never reached its true depth. It would have just ran out, and I would have just, given up. You see, haters and naysayers, those negative people in your life, they're an early warning system. They're an early sign. They're that what they call it, the rite of passage. They're the catalyst, that thing that connects you to success. And you know what's happening? Success is just right there. It might be over the horizon, but it's right there. It's approaching. All you got to do is maintain what you're doing. You don't have to go too far. All you have to do is maintain them. Let me leave you guys with 3 little gems that help me out, to help me persevere and help me not give up. First off, I know what these haters are doing. They're in opposition, and it's a natural thing. It's letting me know that I'm doing something correct, something righteous, especially since it's positive. I had a teacher named Claire. Whatever they say behind your back, it's none of your business anyway. My old sensei, she told me, some things work because you do not know or do not believe that they don't work. And finally, our belief is strongest when it should be at its weakest. This is the nature of hope. Never lose hope, guys. Keep fighting for your dream. Whatever it is, fight for it. These haters, there's opposition. It's supposed to be there. It's letting you know that you're on the right path. I thank you for this platform. Thank you.
Amen. I thank him for the words on today. I thank him for stopping by and sharing with us. I tell you, some powerful words. I hope you guys grab hope to some of that was shared on today. One of those words that I've been throwing out there at you guys, I've often asked this question, why do haters hate? I never could answer that question because I'm not a hater. So I never could answer that question. But today I got a little insight. On that. And then he asked the question, are you a hater? So these are some questions that we can ask ourselves as we go out on this journey that we call life. What is a hater? He answered it on today. So ask yourself this question, are you a hater? And if you are a hater, how can you learn not to hate no more? Because that is something that we learn on this journey. So there are some things that we have to unlearn. And it's okay to unlearn some things because some things we've not been taught right. And there's some things that we've learned in a stage in our life where we wasn't right. So, of course, we didn't. If we learned it in error, then guess what? We're operating in error. So sometimes we got to unlearn some things to learn some. We're always in a stage, and I constantly say this. I'm not going to let it go, y'all. We're always in the L3 movement is real. We're always in a statement of learning, and we're only going to accomplish things by love. We got to learn how to love our neighbors, how to love our sisters, how to love our brothers, how to love past what we see in the natural. Because love covers a multitude of sins. Love is action. Love draws. And then if we want to be that great leader, we want to be that person that, to change the world and that can help others to change this world, then we got to be willing to learn too. We can't think that we know everything. I'll never know everything because guess what? This world is forever evolving. There's something new that is explored and invented every day. Because guess what? When he created this world, he created everything that we was going to ever need in this world. So guess what? There's so much out there that has yet to be unturned and have been yet to be discovered upon. That's so much. So guess what? Every day that you wake up, you have that opportunity to walk into just that. Because he has no respect of a person. He put it out here, and he's given us all gifts and talents. We have that right to walk into it. We have that right to go out and search for it. Catch up with your destiny so that you can walk into those things that he's purposed for you. Y'all not going to let it go. Y'all know Jeremiah 29:11 is my scripture. December 2012, he dropped it in my spirit. He placed me here with the purpose is what he reminded me. And he gave me this scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. Y'all, you have hope. So stop allowing hindrance to keep you oppressed, but to allow you to overcome. so that you can walk into those things that he has purposed you for, because he said he purposed you on purpose. He didn't drop you out of the sky. I keep telling y'all that for the last 3 years I've been telling y'all. He didn't drop y'all out of the sky. He strategically placed you here. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're tuning in. There's a reason why you catch the replay. There's a reason why you keep being drawn to these pages. Y'all stop running. Allow him to utilize those gifts. You wonder why so many things may go wrong in your life on a day-to-day basis. Move out your own way. Take this Monday and move out your own way. And decide to allow him to do what he said he would do in your life. Y'all, I'm telling you, we're getting ready to drop this last book in this 3-book series. Finally Hurt Inside, Hurt No More. The last book is Finding Love. And that L is let go and let God. That O is stop being in a state of oppression. Move out of oppression. Stop letting those things hinder you. Y'all, it's time. It's time to put the vision in action. He said, write the vision and make it plain. It's time to get it on paper. It's time to put it out there. It's time to show him. It's time to give him back the word that he's given us. Y'all, we can give it back to him. We can give it back to him. We can let him know that, hey, we seen your word. We acknowledge your word. Now we need you to move on your word. It's okay to give it back to him. So write the vision and make it plain so that he can evolve you in this season. Now, he wants to evolve you eternally. See, it's those things that after this physical life that you want to be able to move into, and that's called eternity. Y'all, I'm telling you, this last book is going to be powerful. You know, we found forgiveness. We've been at a place where we've learned to forgive ourselves and we learned to forgive others because they didn't know what they was doing. They didn't know who you were. Because guess what? We found hope on this journey. We found out who we were. We found out that we could not let hindrance keep us from being overcomers, because he told us, the word told us that we was going to have tests, trials, and tribulations. But he said, just as they overcome the world, we shall too. He purposed you on purpose. Nothing that you're going through is an accident. It's how you come through it and what you do on this journey.
You have 1 minute left.
So guess what? I hope that something that I've said, something that my guests have shared with you guys have encouraged you on today, have motivated you on today. But I promise you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys back here on next week. I love you, I love you, I love you, and be blessed. Know that I love you beyond what you can see in the natural, and ain't no one single thing you can do about it. So y'all be blessed, and I'll see you guys back here on next Monday. Have a great, marvelous Monday and immaculate week. And guess what? Y'all, this is a new month with new opportunities. Be blessed. Go catch up with your destiny. It awaits you.